Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Steelers versus Patriots game review. The Steelers, move this right here. The Steelers, coming off of a loss to the Cardinals. They lost one against the Browns, they won against the Bengals, but they lost to the Cardinals. So they lost 2 of their last 3. So they need this game. They need this game right here so they can go 8-5, get the mini bye week, and go and win it. Win this game right here and have a little rest, get your guys healed up and stuff. But no, they didn't do that. They came out the gate and the opening drive. The Patriots haven't had an opening drive all season. But in typical Steelers fashion, they go out there and the Patriots go out there and walk them down like a dog and get the touchdown, the opening drive. Bailey Zapper, we want to call him, went out there, delivered the touchdown pass to Ezekiel Elliott, and it took the lead 7-0. And then you see mistakes after mistakes after mistakes, including the mistake where Mr. Trubisky throws the interception at his own, I think it was at our own 20, and put them right in field goal range, right in like red zone range again. And it was 1st and goal for them. And what they do, Hunter Henry for a touchdown. And then they lead another drive down the field after we get a field goal. They lead another drive down the field, and they get a touchdown again like that as well. So they put up 21 points. That was the most points put up in the home since the Browns playoff game. We put the Browns. We got blown out a little bit. Well, not a little bit. We got blown out in the wild card game against the Browns in 2020. So that was the most points in the first half since that game. And the Patriots went out. The Patriots looked terrible on offense the past few games. But against us, I don't know what we was doing, because our defense usually go out there and lock down. Our defense only allowing like 19 points per game. They was was second or third in takeaways. They usually lock down, but this time I don't know what's going on. But in the second half, they did shut out the Patriots. They shut them out and they held them 21. The Steelers are not built to put up 21 points on a consistent basis. So we knew it was kind of far-fetched to get. But they had opportunity. We've seen Mr. Trubisky go down the field and make some plays. He made the touchdown, threw the touchdown pass. I think it was before halftime. He threw a touchdown pass before half. It was 10-21, and then he scored a touchdown again, I think in the fourth quarter, after the Miles Killebrew. We had an interception at first with number 38. I forgot his name. I think it was Walker, number 38. And then you see Miles Killebrew with the block punt. And then you see Mr. Trubisky get the rushing touchdown up the middle like that. And it was 18, and they went for 2 and got it. Pat Fryer with the catch, made it 18-21. And you're like, okay, we still have a little chance, got a little fire, got a little hope now. At least you know you can get a field goal and send to overtime. So Steelers got opportunity at the opportunity, and then the one opportunity they had to, they went for a 4th down, then another 4th down came across, and had to punt it. And the defense did a good job in getting the stop, and Mr. Trubisky get the ball back with 2 minutes left, and the Steelers going down the field a little bit, and they come to a certain point, you're like, okay, they're down the field a little bit. They need, it was a play, I think it was a 5-yard play that Mr. Trubisky threw, a 5 or some, I think it was a, not that, was it a 5 yard? It was a play, some play he threw. I believe it was a play he threw to, it was somebody he threw the ball to, and it made it third and 2. Made it 3rd and 2. And we was like, okay, it's 3rd and 2. Thinking from the, from watching it from home, I'm like, okay, we run the ball. It's 3rd and 2. We got 1 timeout. 2-minute warning about to come up, so we probably can run the ball here. If we don't get the 1st down, the 2-minute warning will hit, and we can regroup and see what we can do on 4th down. But most likely, it's 2 yards. I'm like, we was able to get some stuff here and there. Najee Harris, get a little power scheme, and just push it through and try to get the 1st down. They went empty set. I was like, okay, maybe they started. I seen them do it early in the game. They started empty. Then they brought everybody up and bunched them up together again, like kind of like throw the defense off a little bit. So I thought maybe they were doing that, mix it up a little bit. Like they started empty, then they snapped it. I was like, oh, they snapped it on empty. He threw a dart. I threw it extra hard in the middle of the field. And missed. I think it was George Pickens he was aiming for. He was looking for like in the middle of the field, and he missed that throw. I was like, oh, I don't know about that one. I would have ran the ball so you can at least get closer, because on the ground you're usually able to get at least 1 yard or something, and at least move the sticks. And then with the way we was running the ball a few times here and there, I know Patriots' run defense is very good. I think it's top 5, but they was run the ball in different spots and stuff. I think we'll be able to make some plays, make a play, and get in there and make something happen. But the Steelers decided to go empty set on that play and incompletion. And then on 4th and 2, Mr. Trubisky decided to throw a deep ball down the field to not to George Pickens. Threw a deep ball down the field to Jesse Johnson. I don't know why he threw a deep ball on 4th and 2. Gonna need 2 yards. And look at this play right here. Look at this play on the screen right here. Look at this. Mr. Trubisky literally had Allen Robinson on the thing like a little drag route, a little drag dig route, and like he was running, he was stopping with it. All he do is zip it to him. He fought right there for first down, about a 2-3 yard gain, and we got the first down. The ball keep moving. We keep the downs alive, and we can at least try to work ourselves into field goal range. To push kind of shove, you can get get like a field goal to overtime. But what he do in this play right there, he threw the ball down the field like he throwing a Hail Mary for the win, down the field for nothing. Because like you had a guy wide open in the middle. Allen Robinson was wide open in the middle, wide open. And throughout the game, we've seen opportunities where Mr. Trubisky had chances. Najee Harris just sitting like this. You throw the ball to him, he get 5 yards, maybe 10 yards. We've seen guys like George Pickens. That one play, one we didn't get on fourth down, when we went for it, he threw the little toss to Jalen Warren. We've seen George Pickens wide open on the out. Darnell Washington wide open on one of the plays too. So like it's a lot of like he get the ball and start looking like he get oblivious and then go crazy and then just try to run. He kept trying to run every single time. He made some play. I'm giving him credit. He made some plays here and there, but it just wasn't enough. And he's just not startable. Startable for a good amount of period of time like that. That's why I never knew how the Steelers went out there and got him. I remember the Steelers first signed him. You can go back to my video. I was like, I don't like Mr. Trubisky. I never liked him when he was a Chicago Bear. I didn't like him, his play style. They took Mr. Trubisky over Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. Now, no one knew Mahomes was going to be like this. You probably think that the gunslinger mentality, he probably at least be up there, of course. But Deshaun Watson just won a natty, and they took Mr. Trubisky over him. I'm surprised they did that. I thought Deshaun Watson was definitely going to the Bears, but they took Mr. Trubisky and then work out with the Bears. The Steelers took a chance on him after he was with the Bills 1 year. I would have preferred us going the Tyrod Taylor route or just rolling with Mason Rudolph because you really don't see too much of a difference. Like if you actually break down the numbers, Mason Rudolph's numbers is pretty much better than Mr. Trubisky and Kenny Pickett's number. Kenny Pickett don't turn the ball over a lot. That's one thing about him that's nice, and we've seen the game-winning drives that he had. But the QB play for the Steelers have just been awful. It haven't been good at all. Ever since Big Ben left, it's been down. I know Big Ben last season it was a down year for him, but he threw 22 touchdowns. That's better than I think it was 22, 23 touchdowns, way better than what we have. And then the year before that, he threw like 30 touchdowns, so just 10 interceptions. So I'll take that. But ever since Big Ben retired, it's been down here. And it's always the case because like it's kind of hard to find a quarterback. You're not gonna bounce from guy to guy like they had Bart Starr with the Packers, and then they got Brett Favre, and then you got Aaron Rodgers, and now Jordan Love look pretty good too. So you got bouncing from guy to guy. You're not gonna do that too often. But if the Steelers would have stopped kissing up to Big Ben and they would have drafted a successor behind Big Ben, because there's some guys they missed on, like Jalen Hurts. We missed on Lamar Jackson. There's some guys we missed on that could have been, okay, these guys right here could have been some game changers. Like, yeah, Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson, one of those guys would have been perfect. I remember Coach Tomlin was interviewing with Jalen Hurts. I thought we were going to draft him that 1 year, but they decided not to. And Jalen Hurts went in the second round. We had opportunity. We could have taken him in the first round. We could have taken him in the second round. But we decided not to draft him. They're trying to please Big Ben and stuff. But I feel like they should have drafted a quarterback back then because it was a great draft. And then last year draft, when they drafted Kenny Pickett, the draft for quarterbacks was not good. Look at the guys. Look at them. Kenny Pickett, we know his record and stuff, but look at his numbers. His numbers not really too eye-popping. He has 13 touchdowns to what? 13 touchdowns to like 13. I think 13 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. 13 touchdowns to like 13 interceptions or 14 interceptions. It's not nothing like eye-popping. Like nothing where you're like, oh my God, wow. But of course his winning record is good, and his comeback, game-winning drives is pretty good and stuff. But the QB play is just too subpar. It's not good enough. And when you have a good quarterback, it can cover up a lot of holes. You look at the Bengals. I know his last game, Jake Browning did a good job against the Jaguars. I don't know where that came from. But you look at the Bengals, Joe Burrow covered up a lot of their holes, a lot of the things that goes wrong in their offense. He covered up a lot of things. You look at Patrick Mahomes, the receiving core is, they still sitting at 8-4. Mahomes covered up a lot of things, a lot of different holes, a lot of different things in their offense. So it's a lot of different ways a good quarterback, a great quarterback can change your game and change your team and change your offense and stuff. You put a lot of great quarterbacks back behind this offense, they'd be like, okay, I can work with this. You see the guys on the outside you can work with. You see the O-line have his moments where it's good, have his moments sometimes where it's like a little shaky. It was really the center position. Mason Cole, the terrible snaps, the low snaps. I'm getting tired of seeing those. Mason Cole, he gets bullied by every guy. Every D lineman that come in front of him, like the interior D lineman, they just bully him and just knock him out the way. But I think like if we can get a good quarterback like that will change a lot. I know I said I wasn't gonna critique Kenny Pickett too much, but because we the third year you should know what the guy is, but it's kind of coming close to that time really, the third year and stuff. And if you came to me and said, hey, the Steelers can take take. I don't know quarterbacks coming in this draft. I know got a lot of guys, but I prefer a guy that's already established. You know, it's a guy in Los Angeles, guy in Los Angeles named Justin Herbert, who plays for the Chargers. Who the Chargers not doing him justice. I feel like if you put him in this situation right here, what we got in Pittsburgh with Coach Tomlin, with this defense, with these weapons around him, and his culture around him. I know the culture's a little weak right now. It's not really culture too much because of the losses and because of the mediocre play we keep having. But you put him around that type of style, then I think that would help out a lot. Justin Fields might be available. The Bears might look to trade him. You never know what could happen. I'm not saying we should but the quarterback play has been bad the entire season. That's one of the worst spots of just putting a quarterback in there that's a good quarterback in there, it can change a lot. I'm telling you, like a quarterback can hide a lot of things. You see, like when a lot of guys are playing with, like the quarterback make the team look perfect, make the team look very good. But you see that quarterback is taking out the equation. You see how the team kind of crumbles, how the team kind of falls a little bit, and you realize it's more than what it's more than just like, of course, everybody else around him. It's the quarterback doing a lot of the heavy lifting too on some of those teams. I feel like the Steelers have the defense. The defense is a little banged up. I know they didn't play. They allowed 21 points in the first half. Well, really 14 points. That one touchdown is because of the goddamn offense throwing an interception in their own territory. But the defense, they shut the Patriots out in the second half. Last game, they didn't play too well. They allowed 24 points against the Cardinals and stuff. But I think overall, the defense is still good. It's just a lot of injuries. You know, they've been on the field, a lot of exposure, a lot of time playing and stuff. We see a lot of guys going down with injuries and stuff like that, too. And throughout the season, we had a lot of injuries banged up. But to see them still be able to at least keep us in games. Like you see how they did this game right here. They kept us in the game. They gave us multiple chances after chances, and they just couldn't cash in on them. Now, we still have a winning record. It's still 7-6. And the Steelers can easily win the next what was it, 4 or 5? I think 5 games. Next 4 games, and walk into the playoffs and be like 11-6. Like nothing happened. Be like, got 11-6. Nothing really happened too much. I think because knowing the Steelers, I had a feeling these teams right here, these little teams like the Patriots and Cardinals, these teams are gonna give us problems. They always put down to competition. Watch this. Watch next Saturday the Steelers go and beat the Colts with like no sweat a little bit. They beat the Colts, and then they beat like teams like how you beat the Colts, and you beat the Bengals, and then you beat the Seahawks, and then you be like, what is going on? And then you be like, oh, they beat the Ravens. And they do weird stuff like that, which is weird. Like I don't understand. And it's kind of bad. It's a good thing, but it's a bad thing too, because you're like playing down to the competition, and they always win games they don't supposed to win, and they always lose games that they're supposed to win. So I don't know why they do that. For the past 5 years, they've been doing that a lot. But hopefully we can bounce back on next Saturday against the Colts, win that game, go 8-6. We got a mini bye right now, so hopefully some guys get healthy and healed up. But if we can go, hopefully we can get one of those guys like Keanu Neal back or somebody, because I can't, or another linebacker back, because Walker getting cooked a little bit. Thompson was getting cooked a few times too as well. We can get some like linebackers back. We can get some guys back. We can shake some things up and maybe have a chance to still kind of like try to advance to the playoffs. I don't know what we're gonna do in the playoffs. It might be one and done, but at least get to the dance. If you get to the dance, you have a chance like that. But Lord, help me to hold out. Gotta sing church songs for the Steelers. Yeah, help me to hold out to watch these Steelers and to the very end. It's boring football. It's a little like frustrating football because me. I became a Steelers fan in 2007. Like I was young, like a young kid, and watching Palomalu. Like I got Palomalu little in this room right here. I got the Palomalu figure over the computer and stuff, and watching the Palomalu, the trading cards and the stuff like that. Having that stuff, I have some of the stuff in the closet as well, in the storage and garage and stuff. But having Palomalu, his own his presence out there, and seeing that style of football, and seeing Big Ben and all those guys, Willie Parker, Worrells, James Harrison, Britt Kiesel, Ike Taylor, Ryan Clark, all those guys in that era just go out there and then win the Super Bowl, go in the Super Bowl and just playing great football, AFC Championship appearances and all type of stuff, and then see the Killer Bees go out there and work some magic with Ben being a Pro Bowler, Le'Veon Bell being an All-Pro, Antonio Brown being an All-Pro, Boswell going crazy as well. He was part of the Killer Bees too, and just having those guys ball out. And then to get to this, I don't know what this era called. I'm gonna call it the era of mediocrity. That's the name of this era right there, because it's just like, it's kind of like defining ourselves era a little bit. Remember the Steelers when they had Maddox and all these different guys? It's kind of like finding yourself. You're like, we have a defense. We have some guys around the offense, but we just don't have the quarterback play to get it done. I don't know if a guy going to emerge, a guy going to play. But next game, maybe the Steelers should consider starting Mason Rudolph. It's a mini bye week, so if you want to see some quarterback competition while you're in practice and stuff, maybe Mason Rudolph should get a start. Would he hurt? Would not hurt, because if you lose the game, you'd be 7-7, and you still have a chance, of course. You find a way to win out, make the playoffs and stuff. But I think the Steelers, they got to consider it. They got to consider it and go out there and try to do something, because you got to find a way to win that game against the Colts. But that's all I got for the video today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Actually, don't leave a like and subscribe, because it's a terrible. This video, of course, for the YouTube purposes of building up and stuff, is cool. But I don't want no likes on this video, because it's a bad video for the Steelers. Like, this is awful play. But leave a like, subscribe if you want to, or dislike if you want to. At that, I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.